Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone. Welcome my colleagues, English teachers everywhere in Morocco, first and globally, great as well. I'm very happy to be here with you today to take you through this onboarding stage. Just to share some of the features of our recently launched cluster platform, which is English Windows. While the platform is basically for the instruction and teaching of the English language, but at the same time, it's open to whatever subjects actually, right? Be it the Arabic language or other sub, maybe course categories, maybe the Quran, great, maybe great the Arabic language itself, or in a specific course that is taught in the Arabic language. And the same thing can be said for the English. We got a couple different course categories out there, basically general English, professional English, or English for specific purposes, or business English too, and also the IELTS and English for exams in general, in addition to the TESOL for teachers or for the ones students, university students in particular, the English student of the English department, maybe who are willing to teach English, or maybe an employee who is working in a certain field, maybe HR, maybe great, a certain company or whatever, which has nothing to do with English, but because he has a certain level of English, at least C1 level in English, so maybe he wants or is willing to take this opportunity, seize the opportunity to teach the English as well, right, as a part-time job. So that's going to be a great opportunity for all of you. Great. So this, as I said, session is meant to share some of the nice features that the platform offers, both for English teachers and English learners, and what other things that you can do, things that can enhance your skills as a teacher of English too, because once you are involved or enrolled in such a projects, you will be getting trained at the same time on a variety of things, basically how to integrate your how to get familiar to familiarize yourself with the ICT, with different tech tools and different ways of instruction, not like the ones that we are used to in the traditional physical classroom. But now we're talking about online classroom. We're talking about different practices that are not familiar or not very common in the ordinary classroom. Let's go right away, guys. I'm going to share with you the platform and the teacher's dashboard and the learner's dashboard, and what's basically the teacher's dashboard. What can you do there, and how does it work? I'm going to share the Chrome right away, the window, so that we can take a look at all the features that that are available out there. Well, here we are. This is the English Windows platform, and this is the main page. So here I have already logged in as or signed in as a teacher. So you can see that you have here your dashboard. Great if you want to navigate your dashboard, or if you want to go right away to see the list of your learners, your students. Here the lessons, the classes, and the courses. As you notice here, we have three different modes of instructions here. All right, so the platform offers you the possibility to conduct one-to-one classes. I mean, solo classes or individual classes, as well as in addition to classes, meaning here group classes, right? You can create a group, right? A group class in your account, in your teacher's dashboard and have students enroll, right, in your subscribe to your class, and pay a certain amount of money depending on your hourly price rate. And that's it, great. So, and also we have another mode of instruction here, which has to do with the courses. You can also create a course from A to Z, great. First of all, when we talked about lessons and classes here, we mean live lessons and live classes, great. Meaning that the lesson is going to take place live inside the classroom, and there is a space where when the lesson, great, time is on, great, where you can join your class, great, and then have video online live class, great, with your students, one student, single classes, great, or group classes with your group of students. So this is a very important feature. And the next thing, as I said, another mode of instruction of learning is to develop a course for your students, right? For any student, any potential student who want to enroll in that course. You develop a course from A to Z. The course, of course, includes you include your own objectives, the title of the course first. What is it about? Maybe, for instance, basic grammar for English learners, right? That's this can be a course. And I develop my course from A to Z. Great. What are the basic lessons? I include the basic grammar points from that covers just like A1 and A2 levels based on the common European framework of reference. And you include all the necessary things in your lesson. You structure your course very well. All right, you present each point, and then you provide practical tasks and materials. You may present using a video, right, where you explain, or a PowerPoint or whatever. And then, of course, there must be some quizzes and the evaluation at the end. And add again as a reward, once, let's say, the student completes a course, there is a possibility, the platform offers the possibility to automatically generate the certificate for the course completion, right? With your name, with your student name first, who completed the course, the tutor's name, in addition to the platform's stamp and signature by the admin. So this is a very, very nice feature, right? Because it motivates students at the end, right, to right, to continue learning and have that sense of achievements and so on. These are the three different, as I said, modes of instruction that are offered by the platform. Let's take a look here, of course, to the settings where you can, change a lot of things related to your preferences as a teacher. Let's go to the dashboard here. This is the panel where you can take a look at a global look at everything, right? A dashboard, it shows up different, important information for you as a teacher, and at the same time as someone who is working, who is offering a certain service inside the platform. So you are not doing it for free, of course. Yes, there is a free trial lesson that any potential student can take and benefit from, which doesn't exceed 30 minutes. All right, it's an opportunity for you to establish a good rapport and get to know your student very well, and know his needs, have an idea about his learning goal, his level of English, and you agree on the mode of instruction. You agree on the maybe materials that you will be using, and the way you are going to proceed with the lessons, great, or your course. So so here you can find some basic information like the scheduled lessons, right? There are some stats here, right? So here it will show the number of lessons that are scheduled, right? The upcoming lessons. And here you have the scheduled classes, the upcoming group classes. And here you have your courses sold, meaning how many courses are sold, right, in your platform. If you have different, you may create different courses and so on. And then here you can keep track of the number of courses that uh, were sold out and so on, that were sold and so on. So here you find the total earnings. Total earnings, I mean, your history of earning, right? The tracking the history of your total earnings in the platform, right? From the moment you started teaching in the platform till this moment. And here you find your wallet balance. Your wallet balance, it means your current earnings, right? The current balance that you have in your wallet, in your internal account in the platform, which of course you can, right, resort to in order to withdraw, whatever amount, which is of course equal or less than what you have here in your wallet. And the withdrawal is possible only when you have at least $50 in your account, right, in your internal account in the platform, right, in your current earnings. So once you have $50, right, then you can request to withdraw either $50 the whole amount that you have, or maybe part of it and so on, right? So that's it. And then once, right, you look here, right, you find some sales statistics, right? You will get them here. It has to do with the earnings, what we have seen here, and the lessons sold, and so on, right? How many, you will get some graphs here that shows your development of your business, right? Of your service as a teacher and as an entrepreneur at the same time, who is doing a service, to different customers and, globally. Here you find your account settings, right? And here you find your available calendar. Let's take a look at the account settings and see what's there. In your account settings, you'll find all the different informations that are relevant to you and your offer and so on. This include your personal information, right? Personal information including your username, right? The name and the last name, first name, last name, gender, right? Country, the phone number, okay, together with the phone code of the country and your time zone. It's very important to set up correctly your time zone here, right? And be aware, guys, that once a student schedules or books a certain lesson in your, through your calendar, right, your available slots, the time zone is adapted to you, right? Okay, this, even if he is in a different, right, country, in a different time zone, right? So you can see, right, the times in your own time zone, right? Okay. And you can find here the lesson booking buffer time, right? I mean, would you like student to book a lesson immediately at any time, or you should take, right, let's just like 12 hours, right? Give me 12 hours, enough time, a distance between me and the upcoming lesson, or that's going to be booked by the students, right? So they can have time to get prepared and so on and so forth. Great. And here I recommend to have at least to have 12 hours instead of immediate, having immediate booking, because immediate booking sometimes, great, you may have some arrangement, and then at the last minute, great, you find that someone has, booked a lesson with you. So that's going to be a big problem. You will not maybe be able to make it and attend the class, and therefore you're going to lose your student, right? Okay, your student will consider that you're not interested in teaching him, you're not committed, and so on and so forth, right? And here you find the notification language. Would you like to be notified in English or in Arabic or in French? For any bookings, any potential students contacting you or whatever, right? And then enable trail lesson, yes or no. If you'd like to enable trail lesson, you can do it. If you don't like, you can simply disable it, right? What is the importance of enabling trail lesson is it promotes your profile. It promotes your service. It makes your offer more appealing, right? When you offer a free trail lesson, you are likely to get more and more students. This is the importance of enabling trail lesson. And here you have, of course, this important element, which has to do with the synchronize in your Google Calendar, right? Basically, you synchronize, you try to connect to your calendar that you have here in the platform. You synchronize that, guys, to your Google Calendar, so that any student who books a certain time slot, certain lesson in your calendar here in the platform, it will be shown in your Google Calendar on your mobile phone, right? Okay, so and this is very important. You will be able to keep track with the get notified of any bookings and so on, of any potential students, whatever. And here you have your photo together with your video. Here you paste your video, the link to your video, meaning that you have to upload the video first, your channel on YouTube, for instance, or even on Vimeo, and then you just copy and paste the link to your video here. An intro video, which is no more than 3 minutes, 2 minutes to 3 minutes video, which should be structured as I explained in a very important document. It should be structured in a good way. It's an opportunity where you are going to speak English. Your students are going to listen to your English very well. If they like it, if they feel comfortable with your accent or not. And also, it's an opportunity where you are going to show and introduce yourself, showcase your experience, educational background, skills and interests, and even hobbies, which is very important. To talk about hobbies sometimes is very important here, because once the students, maybe you have something in common together with your students, it's going to be a good idea, to for the student to book a lesson with you, right? Lessons with you, because you are going to feel comfortable to each other, right? Because you have something shared in common, right? So you have something that you share in common. So here it's very important to add it. However, for those who maybe don't feel comfortable having their video grades on the platform, they can simply skip this box without any problem, and continue their application and completing their profile without any problem. Okay, there might be some reasons, either professional reasons or religious reasons, cultural reasons, right? That right, makes you opt for not including your intro video. So it's up to you, great. You include it if you like. If not, great, you do without it. But for me, I recommend, especially for right, those who don't have any problem sharing their intro video, to do it, because it's more powerful, more appealing to students when they see you speaking and introducing yourself and your background. Here you introduce yourself, you include your short bio, right? You include your short bio, right? Very short introduction, description of your profile. It's exactly what you said in the video. It's the same as the things that you are going to write in your profile too, right? It will be both. It can be in English. I recommend to write it in. It should be detailed, but it shouldn't exceed just like 500 words, right? Okay, you write in details about, so that students will know you better, right? To get to know you better. You translate that into Arabic. There are students who might be surfing, let's say, the website in the Arabic language, so they should find something over there in Arabic language, and also those who might be using French as a language of navigation here. Okay, so this is what has to do with your personal information. Then you have the teaching languages, or the languages you want to teach, and the ones that you're speaking to. It's very important to know, for the student to know the language that you're speaking, maybe your mother tongue, or the language that you can use to maybe, right, to resort to sometimes for understanding and communication to make things clear with your student, in addition to the language that you're targeting that you want to teach or the course that you want to teach. It can be the English language. As I said, we include here three basic packages or course categories. Basically, the in general English, which can be addressing maybe kids, maybe teens, tweens. I mean, great uh, the young learners, guys, particularly the teenagers and young adults, guys. So, or even adult learners who are going just to start learning English from scratch, right? So we have general English, we have professional English too. This include also English for specific purposes and also business English. So this is basically for professionals and English for exams, just like IELTS and TOEFL training and so on and so forth, right? So this section has to do with exams, right? But those who want to take specific English exam, the this course is for them. And then we have the Arabic language. So if you want to teach the Arabic language too, or maybe you are signing up to teach the Arabic language, you can sign up and choose, the Arabic language when you come to this stage. So إذا بالعربي هذا نداء لجميع أساتذة اللغة العربية أيضا باستطاعتهم. أعطينا الأولوية لأن المنصة بالأساس للغة الإنجليزية، لكن أتحنا الفرصة أيضا للغات ومواد أخرى. هنا نستطيع للأساتذة اللغة العربية أيضا مستطيع أن يستطيعوا أن يتسجلوا، أن يقوموا بالتسجيل يعني في المنصة، ثم يختاروا أثناء استكمال البروفايل، أثناء استكمال يعني التسجيل أو الطلب أو التقديم، يختارون اللغة العربية كلغة أو كمادة أساسية يريدون تدريسها. Right? They can choose the Arabic language as a target subjects. And even if it's later on, I will include here the Quran, the Arabic language itself, and so on. Right? Maybe if there is إذا كان أيضا من يعني من مدرسي القرآن الكريم أو التجويد أو علوم الدين أو كذا، right? إذا كان عنده رغبة أيضا في أن يدرس اللغة العربية أو يدرس القرآن الكريم أو يحفظه أو كذا، ممكن أيضا أن يختار اللغة العربية هنا. ثم أثناء يعني في فيديو التقديم الذي تقدم فيه نفسك وتعرض فيه خدماتك، ممكن أن تشير بالتحديد إلى ما تقدمه للناس. Here we have also Spanish and also French. These are some of the most common top languages in the world that are very much required by most students, to learn. So we have included for the time being just like 4 languages, and maybe we can include more if there is a need later on. So here you include the language I speak, the languages you speak, اللغة التي أتكلمها, right? It's very important for students to know that. You include, right, maybe English, maybe Arabic only, maybe Spanish too, maybe French, maybe all of them. You can, multi-select, right, the language that you speak here. Later on, you go to the price rate. Price rate here, teachers are free to set their own hourly price rates, their hourly rates, based on the course, their experience, and the level of students they are targeting. So here, if for me, for instance, I have chosen English for exams, right? Okay. I have chosen also in general English and professional English. These are the target language courses that you want to teach, okay? And here you set your price rates together with the duration of your lesson. How long would you like your lesson to last, right? For me, I would like to start from 30-minute lesson and also enable 45-minute lesson in addition to 1 hour lesson, right? So these are the the three durations I have chosen. Some might opt for 50 minutes, right? Especially for kids, very young learners, right? Just like 5-year-olds, students, 4 years, 6 years, they might not be able to to keep patient, right, for a long time, and a full 30-minute or 60-minute lesson, that's going to be too much for them. So just to maintain continuity, great consistency, and so on, they can just opt for a 15-minute lesson. So if I choose my hourly rate, for instance, for a certain course here, so automatically, right, you'll be given here the other price rates here for each, depending on the lesson duration that you have, right? Okay, things are well set here, right, in order to give you the right calculations. Okay, so that's for the price raise. So each student, each teacher يساعد يعني باستطاعته أن يحدد ثمن الكورس بالساعة، ثمن ساعة يعني، وثم يحدد أيضا مدة الدرس، المدد التي يعني المتاحة عنده أو التي يريدها للدرس. And then here you have your experience. You include here your experience, which include your education, career background, your diplomas, basically, in addition to any certification, whether you have a TESOL certificate or CELTA, maybe, or Delta. And also you include um, your experience, right? Your professional experience, actually, where did you work before, right? What are some of the professional experiences that you have so far? Let me check. Let me just show you if I want to add one. I just click here on add new, and then I get all the boxes here that I have to fill out. We have your education. I would like to add something relevant to my educational career, a diploma, for instance. I click on education. I include the title of the educational achievements. Where did you get that? I mean, the diploma here, we mean, right? So just like BA, MA, or whatever, PhD, or whatever, DPA, MBA. Institution, what's the name of school or college, right, or university where you get that, and the location where it is, the country. And here you can provide a short description. It's optional. You can do without it. And then here you set the duration from to, right? When did you get that diploma, right? Or maybe when did you get that experience? And in here you choose your file, right, in PDF or in GPG, right? Of your certificates or diploma or whatever, so that we can verify that you actually got that experience or not. Okay, and then you save, right? Later on, so this is as for experience is concerned. Here you highlight your skills, right? You include your skills. What's your target level in particular, right? You try to check the levels of students that you're targeting. And then also the learners' ages. Maybe I want just to work with a certain age, specific age group, and so on. So I try just to focus on that age, right? And students can see, right, that on your profile, right? When they are viewing or checking your profile, they will see, right, if they fit into that age group or not. Adult learners, whatever, right? Teens, great, tweens, and so on and so forth, right? And in here also your lesson. What does your lesson include? Does it include reading, vocabulary? What are the skills that you're targeting? Pronunciation, business, right? Exam strategies, whatever. You include what you can do, right, and what you're interested in as offers, right? Then you move to payments. In payments here, you have two options. You include, you have your bank account, right? Can you include your bank account details here? Or the one I personally prefer is your PayPal email. You include it here, right? You click here, guys, you will get your PayPal here, one box where you can put your PayPal email address. I don't want to share it, for security reasons. Okay, so and then you move to your password and email. It's here where you can set your password. You can change your password, right? You have to include your current password and you provide another one. And in case you lost your password for some reasons and you can't, even reset your password and set up a new one, you can contact the support through the contact form in the platform, and we'll be very happy to help you. Next, you have the cookie consent here, right? You agree for this, right? To use cookies and so on, right? So that we can keep things quite easily for us to track. And we have delete, the option here to delete your account. If you want to delete your account, you can have right, the opportunity to do that too, right? You have the choice to do it. Then at the end, right, again, you have another option here, which is very important, which is the availability. Your availability calendar is very important. You have to set up your available time slots very well so that students can see exactly when you are available, right? Okay, so as not just to avoid being booked at a certain time when you are busy, for instance. Okay, so how do I do that, right? I choose, for instance, I am available, for instance, on Monday from, for instance, 9 to, for instance, to 1 o'clock, right? From 9 to 1. How do I do that? I simply click from this point, which is 9, and then I drag down until this point. It means that I'm available at any time during this period, right? A student might come and then book a slot from 9 to 10. Another one is going to book from 10 to half past 10, right? Because they have a possibility for 30 minutes. I'm offering a 30-minute lesson too. Another one is going to book from 11 to 12, and so on and so forth, right? Okay, so all these things are available, right? Are possible here. You want to delete the this green area, you can just click on the cross and it's deleted, right? Okay, so you just drag and drag down, right? Up, down, and so on. And then these green areas means your zone of availability, or your time zone of availability, or your available, simply available time slots. So this is generally how things work here. And once again, you can have, of course, show things here generally or weekly, grades, and so on, right? Okay, so other things that, let's say, the platform offers, as I said before, you can offer class packages. You can create class packages, for instance, right? 40 minutes lesson class package, right? Course. 20 minutes, right? Even 10-minute course, for instance, and so on. You can have your opportunity to check the reported issues. If there is any issue reported by the students, you can check, right, and see the issue listed here, right, in this zone. Also, you have the possibility, as I said before, of course, if you want to check your booked lessons, you can just go to lesson. If you want to see the scheduled lessons, the upcoming lessons, or even lessons that have been cancelled or that have been rescheduled, completed, it's here. Everything related to lessons is here, right? Scheduled lessons, I just go here and click on scheduled lessons, and I can see all the lessons that are scheduled today, right, according to this day. I would like to sit to see another day, right? I can just jump to that day, either, right, the upcoming lessons or the previous lessons, and I can see, right, what are the lessons that are scheduled here, right? And if there is any scheduled lesson, you will have it here listed, and you will have a button where you can join. Click to join the classroom, the space where you can have the live video lesson with your student or with your class. Again, you have, in addition to that, you have lesson plan, something relevant to lesson plan. It's very important. Lesson plan here, you can attach your lesson plans here, right? Okay, actually, when you are communicating, once dealing with the certain student who has booked a certain class with you and so on, certain lesson, there is a possibility to attach a lesson plan for every lesson that you taught, right? That you teach. which makes you a committed teacher who prepares his lesson plans and manages everything and so on. And this actually what makes you develop professionally. This is it makes you develop professionally in terms of getting yourself familiar with how things go online, with teaching online using different tools, and all the necessary tools of teaching online are included here in this global marketplace. And at the same time, pedagogically speaking, right, you get familiar with planning, right, your online lessons and so on, and then attaching even your lesson plans and so on. You add your title, the title of the lesson, you choose the level of the students, you give details, you attach your PDF lesson plan or Word lesson plan, and then you submit, all right? So that when you submit your lesson, this is a proof, for the admin that you have prepared your lesson, that you have done a great job, and this thing is going to encourage the admin to support you more to succeed in the platform. And then you have your group classes, right? Group classes here, you can add a class, you can create your class, you can have here lists of group classes that you have, right? If you have a scheduled an upcoming group class, a scheduled one, you will have it here together with a button where you can join, let's say, the class. You can see the completed class. You have completed the group class before you're going to see them listed here. Or if there is any class that was canceled, right? You can have it here, right? You can create a class by clicking on this button, include the title of your class, Slack, right? That can be easily, right? That is included basically in your URL, right? In your class URL. And the description of your class, you can include a banner, right? Banner for your class, right? Together with the course. What course are it is? Does it have to do with the English, general English or professional English, or whatever? What category where you can put that class and so on. And then you include your entry fee, right, for the students. For the students who want to subscribe, enroll in your class, or subscribe to your class, what's the entry fee, right? You include it here. And then you include also the maximum learners, right? Maximum learners, I shouldn't exceed, for instance, 10 students or 6 students or maybe 15 students, right? And then your start time of the class, when will it start? And here the ending time, right? Or the duration of the class, whether 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes, according to the time, durations, lesson durations that you have set before at the beginning. So this is how you can promote, right, your class, right, and offer a class, let's see, on the platform. Again, we are talking about class packages again, right? How many hours, for instance, you will be offering for a specific class and so on. Reported issues regarding the class. If there is any issue reported, you are going to see it here. Recur lessons. It's very important here. Recur lessons are lessons that are, programmed or scheduled on a weekly basis throughout the 4 weeks. All right. It's from the beginning when a lesson books a lesson. When a student, books a lesson, in the process of booking a lesson, there is a window that pops up or shows up, right? And there is an option where the students can turn on a recur lesson or not. I mean, making the lesson on a weekly to be repeated on a weekly basis. And of course, the fees of the lesson are going to be taken from the student's account automatically at this time. And in here you will have the list of your learners. For instance, this is an example, right, of how the list of my learners. I can have a list of my learners here, and I can contact and message any learner at any time here, right, through this window. This is one of my learners, right, so I can talk to him, update him with something, and I can even attach if there is a quiz or a worksheet or anything I want to send to him, right, I can include it here, okay? So these are the basic features, actually, that, let's say, that the platform offers. There are many, many more. We can also create a question bank different questions, bank of questions, and you can create a quiz, right? You can structure a quiz, which is auto graded, right? Auto graded quiz, multiple options, right? Gap filling questions, and so on, right? This is a very, very important, which you can share, right, with your students, maybe as a homework, assign it as homework, or before class, right, or after class, or even in class, right? Okay, so these are some of the very powerful instructional materials that you can create by yourself and adapt them and customize them to your students. Here you can find my orders. All right, the list of your orders. I mean, things that maybe you bought, right? You as a teacher, you might, right? You might recharge your wallet, right? Okay, if you want, maybe you are taking a course, maybe you are taking a lesson. I mean, with a lesson in Arabic, right? Maybe in Spanish, maybe in French. I am an English teacher, but for maybe I want to take an advanced business English course, maybe with a specialist here. So I can pay from I can book, I can act as a learner and book a lesson also, right, with specific with my, tutor, right, with the tutor I choose. Notice here that when you go here, you can see that you can switch to the learner mode, to the learner profile too, right? So every teacher who signs up as a teacher, he is automatically signed up as a learner, right? And this is something very very important, something that we have to learn here. That you as a teacher, I am as a teacher, I should always be and become and continue acting as a learner, right? And keep learning while teaching at the same time. So this is, the place where you can find your orders, a track of your transactions, and so on. And here, your wallet, it's here where you can find the amount of earnings that you have. Let's say that you currently have, right? It's your money, right, that you have inside in your account here in the platform. And at any time, you can withdraw your money. You can, especially as I said before, when you accumulate at least $50, you can request $50, right? Nothing less, right? Just $50. If you have maybe 20, maybe $100, you can send a request to withdraw whatever amount that you have in your wallet, right? From 50 to basically from 50 to from 50 and up, right? Uh, you know, uh, to the limits that you have here in your wallet balance. So these are the main features I would like to share here so that you can get familiar with how the platform works. So there is a very important point here, for the community of teachers. It has to do with the platform, with the forum. There is an opportunity for the forum. You have a problem, maybe you have an issue, maybe you have a bad experience, maybe you don't know how things work here in the platform, whatever. Maybe you don't know how to teach a specific maybe item or grammar point or whatever. So you can come here and then you share your experience, add your question, right? You say it, the situation, you raise the question here, you add details, and teachers within this community, whether the tutors in the platform, are going to see your question, they are going to respond to you, and so on. You will get different answers from different perspectives from different teachers in the platform, and this is going to help each other, right? As tutors are going to collaborate, cooperate, and help each other in order to improve and succeed in this online teaching experience. So here you can find things related to tags and so on, something that can help your profile get promoted and become visible and stand out and so on. So this is all things I would like to say here. This is generally the chat box here for messaging, right? It's here where you can write select a student or search here, right? So it's your message inbox here, right? Otherwise, if you'd like to message a specific student, you go to my learners, you choose from the list of your learners, you'll find here an option where you can message your students. Okay, so here it's for notifications. If there is any notification, a message, receive it. Maybe a report from the admin or notification from the admin, whatever, you can have it here. Here you can change the language, right? You can change the language of the platform into Arabic, French, and also the currency from dollar to euro, right? These are the two currencies we are accepting here. And this is to go home to the portal, to this panel, right? Homepage. Okay, thank you very much for your watching us, great, and for following and um, keeping paying attention to this presentation, which is not planned at all. Great, I'm just recording just to help and encourage and motivate. That's the purpose. This video is basically addressed to learn teachers who are still hesitating to take part and sign up and join us in this community. I encourage you to join. It's an opportunity for you not just to make an extra income, but basically to develop yourself professionally, getting familiar with online teaching tools, and at the same time, you know, develop yourself pedagogically speaking by getting committed to classes or lessons or courses, develop courses. It's teach you how to use ICT in order to develop some great high quality pedagogical practices. Thank you very much for all of you, and hope to see you soon among us, inshallah. Thank you. And just to let you know, right, we have just started, right? And we have been making actually tremendous efforts right now in order to promote your profiles and make them visible to learners globally. And we are first of all and basically targeting students from Saudi Arabia and the surrounding Arab countries. But the your profiles are also visible to anyone in the world. Right? Anyone can see your profile either from Canada or America or Europe or Africa or even in Morocco, and everyone can any potential students can book, right, or prompt or attempt to book a lesson with you or contact you or whatever. So go ahead, don't hesitate, sign up to the platform, join us, and we wish you, inshallah, a good and a successful professional career for all of you. Thank you very much, and see you, inshallah, right next time.